Hello lovely people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Glory or Naskiria once again, and in today's video we are going to learn the reasons why Caesarean section will be preferred over the vaginal delivery. If you're new here, please do not forget to like, share, and comment, and even subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you've already subscribed, thank you for coming back. Thank you for subscribing. Please watch this video to the end so that you can understand what are these reasons that will make a CS be better than the vaginal delivery. So there are two types of Caesarean section, and let us first of all know what Caesarean section is. And Caesarean section is a mode of delivery or a method of delivery that the baby is born through a surgical method. That is, the incision or surgical incision is made in the mother's abdomen and the uterus. So there are two types, and number one type is the elective Caesarean section, and the other one is the emergency Caesarean section. So the elective Caesarean section refers to a scheduled surgery, that is when you prefer as an individual that you don't want to deliver through the vaginal delivery and you prefer to use a surgical method. So this surgical method that one decides by herself is called an elective Caesarean section. And what you do is you go to the doctor or the midwife that is in charge of you and ask them for a scheduled day for your CS. So let's go to the other type, that is the emergency Caesarean section, and this is done due to various reasons, and those are the reasons that I want us to understand today. So number one reason why you could be going for this emergency Caesarean section is prolonged labor. Prolonged labor refers to when a person or a mother delays before giving birth. So if your labor has started and you have stayed for 18 hours in labor and you've not delivered, that is called prolonged labor. So this prolonged labor could be in first stage or in second stage. So the first stage is when you are laboring and waiting for your cervix to open and to completely open, and this may be prolonged. If this is prolonged, then the Caesarean section will be the better option. The other second stage is when your cervix is already open, it is completely open, but the baby is not coming out. You're taking too long to push your baby. This could bring a risk to the baby and also to you. So if this happens, then you also have to be done a Caesarean section. So there are several things that could cause this delayed labor, and this could be due to a big baby, or your pelvis is too small to push or to accommodate the baby, which could be a big baby, or the cord is around the neck of the baby. So if the cord is around the neck and it is too tight, or it has gone around the neck for many times, then you could be this could cause a delayed second stage. The other thing could be the cord is too short. So if the cord is too short, that means the baby will not be able, you not get enough space to move from the uterus towards the cervix and then towards coming out through the birth canal. So if the cord is too short, again your labor will be prolonged, and the better option for you is a Caesarean section. The other reason why a Caesarean section will be preferred is if your baby is in distress. This is called neonatal distress. So the doctor or the midwife who is in charge of you that day will be monitoring the baby's fetal heart rate, the baby's heart rate. The baby's heart rate has a range, and the normal range is between 120 beats per minute to 160 beats per minute. So if the doctor notices that there is a slow heartbeat, or less than 120 beats per minute, or higher than 160 beats per minute, then it means there is something that is wrong and the baby could be lacking enough oxygen. That is called the fetal distress. So if there is a fetal distress, the best thing that could be done to you and your baby is to deliver through Caesarean section. The other thing that could cause this fetal distress is the baby poops in your uterus. Yeah, so if your water ever breaks, or the doctor breaks the water and see that the water is greenish in color and they are grains, so if it is grade D, it is very thick and it is greenish, then the next option is for you to be taken for Caesarean section. So the other reason for this Caesarean section to be done is the unusual position. The baby should be facing down with the head, or the head should be facing down for you to deliver normal. So if the baby is sitting down, or the buttocks are the ones that are facing down, or the shoulders, then this is not a normal position. So if the doctor or the midwife realizes that the position of the baby is unusual, the next thing to be done is a Caesarean section. These unusual positions could be a breech position, that is the buttocks presenting, or transverse, that could be the shoulders are the ones that are presenting on your cervical or the birth canal. The other reason for this Caesarean section is multiple babies. So multiple babies means that you're carrying more than one baby. It could be twins or triplets or even more than 3 babies. This could you can even deliver normally, but if these babies are not presenting in the normal position, that is, if one of them is in breech position, the other one is cephalic or transverse, then it means that you cannot deliver through vagina. So you need to be rushed to the surgical room so that you can be done a Caesarean section for safe delivery. The other thing could be a placenta previa. A placenta previa is when the placenta is blocking the birth canal or the neck of the birth canal. So the placenta is usually positioned at the top of the uterus, but if at any circumstance is blocking the cervix, it is called a placenta previa. So if the placenta is blocking the birth canal, then obviously you can't deliver through vaginal delivery. Why? Because the opening of the cervix is already closed. So you need to be rushed for a Caesarean section to be done. The other reason for Caesarean section is called cord prolapse. Cord prolapse refers to when the cord or the umbilical cord slips into your birth canal before the baby does. So this could be caused by several things. If the water is broken or the membranes are broken and the cord is too long. If the cord slips and it comes before the baby, then obviously you will need to deliver through CS, because this cord could be pressed by the end, or a pressure could be applied by the end to this cord, and that means the baby might not get enough oxygen, which is very risky to the baby's life. So if this happens, you need to be rushed to the hospital, and that's why ruptured membrane, or if your water breaks when you are at home, please do not stay at home. Just rush to the hospital and let the doctor examine you. The other reason is a previous scar, and previous scar is when your first delivery or your previous delivery was done through a Caesarean section. So if you end a Caesarean section previously, then it means you cannot deliver through vaginal delivery. Even though it is possible to deliver, but it depends on the time or the duration between your first delivery and the next delivery that you're going to deliver vaginally. So if you had a previous scar, the best thing for you to be done is a Caesarean section. The other reason is cephalopelvic disproportion. This differs, or this is called CPD. This is when the mother's pelvis is too small to accommodate the baby inside the womb. So if the pelvis is very small, then that means that the baby will not be able to come out through that pelvis. So if this happens, then definitely you have to go for a CS or a safe delivery of your baby. The other reason that could make you deliver through a Caesarean section is if you have an underlying health condition. So if you have a chronic condition, that is if your blood pressure, you have a blood pressure that is high, or hypertension, or you have a diabetes that is induced by the pregnancy, or you have a heart disease. So if you have these chronic diseases, there is no option for you delivering normal. You have to be done a cesarean section for the safety of your baby and together with yourself. So I think those are some of the reasons why a cesarean section could be preferred over the normal safe vaginal delivery. And if in any case the midwife or the doctor asks you to decide to do this cesarean section for various reasons, please do not even think twice. Just do it and let you save your baby and your life too. So this Caesarean section is not bad. It's not a bad thing to do. It's risky, but it has more benefits than risk. That's why if you're asked to do it, please just do it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back. Until in the next video, guys. Bye bye, and do not leave without subscribing, please.